The Louisiana Purchase, what historians consider to be the largest real estate deal in history. This was started when someone named Napoleon Bonaparte took control of France. He then forced Spain to give France the entire Louisiana territory. It had been previously been taken from France by Spain, and there were still some grudges held by the French government. His cause prevailed. This deal was known as the Secret Treaty of San Ildefonso. Bonaparte planned to set up a French empire in the Americas, and he made a strict rule to keep Americans and British out of the territory. This Treaty of San Ildefonso did not remain a secret for long. Reports of large amounts of French ships crossing the Atlantic came to Washington, D.C. from American Navy ships and trading ships. American farmers and traders were suddenly being kept out of a large shipping port in New Orleans as well. The United States government eventually found out about the treaty itself soon enough. Thomas Jefferson, realizing the importance of trading in New Orleans for Americans, decided to buy New Orleans from France. Jefferson sent Robert R. Livingston and James Monroe to seek the purchase of a tract of land on the lower Mississippi. However, before they had even gotten to France, Napoleon had decided to get rid of the Louisiana territory. Because of rebellions in the Caribbean slave colonies, he shifted his focus as well as his finances to suppress the violence. He could no longer afford to maintain the territory, and he put it up for sale to pay for the military expenses. When Livingston and Monroe arrived, they began to understand the opportunity before them, so going against the government's orders, they negotiated the purchase of the entire Louisiana territory. Their final agreement was for the United States to buy the land for $15 million. That's 13 cents per acre. For those amazingly low prices, even then they negotiated the purchase of 1/3 of our current country's land area. Desperate for money, the French accepted. A report sent to America from Livingston and Monroe included the agreement and journal entries from them. Just finding out about the deal, Jefferson was extremely happy. Congress approved the document, signed it, and the Louisiana Territory was given to America. Spain, however, was not happy with this deal. They pounded on France's eardrums with a hammer in protest, but nothing changed. Congress approved the document so fast because they knew other countries would be wanting it, so they jumped on the chance to be first in line. Because Americans were not the first to own the area, the territory was inhabited by 50,000 people. Before the purchase, 10,000 of those people was just in New Orleans, and 25,000 of the 50,000 were slaves. So there was a gigantic addition to the country's population overall.